And hello, happy and beautiful and blessed Mercury day. Let's see what's the vibe today. What's the first card going to be? Ooh, the Tower in reverse. Okay, what's next? The Five of Swords in reverse. And I like we have the Five of Wands here at the back. Okay, and what's the third? The World. And under that we have the Ten of Wands. It's interesting the cards that I'm finding beneath the cards that I'm pulling out or whatever. With the Tower being in reverse, the first word that came into my mind is prolonged. Actually, before I started this reading or whatever, I was having like a meditation, and I saw like just like a vision more or less of like this ship on just like very not rocky, but just turbulent like waves, just like crashing and everything and whatnot here. But then following that, I saw the World card, and it kind of just feels like transitioning or stepping out of a period of turbulence. You know what I mean? Yeah, like if something feels very transitionary, I don't even know if that's a word, but a lot of shifts like happening, but adding on to the ship and it being, you know, the ocean and whatnot here, I'm gonna say in a much more internal kind of way and whatnot here, you know, perhaps regarding naturally one's emotions, but one's like, I don't, perhaps like subconscious, but your own like inner depth, like stepping out of a period of just like it just kind of like always whirling, or you know, if you know what I mean, and whatnot here. And then the Five of Swords, you know, that's like a very, it feels like a deceptive and a conflicting kind of energy, but it's in reverse, so yet again like transitioning. And fives in general like focus like on change and whatnot here. Five, it feels the that's a sense of defeat, I will say as well too, with the Five of Swords in reverse and whatnot here. I'm not saying whoever is seeing this is defeated. Why is the Tower in reverse? The Strength in reverse. And that's the beautiful thing though, what I want to say with that actually is like, you know, what's the word? These tumultuous, if I'm saying that, I think that's the word that I want to use, but whatever. These moments and whatnot that we, you know, find ourselves in and everything, you know, sometimes it feels like it's like going on forever. But if there's one thing that these, you know, intense kind of periods, turbulent periods, you know, transitionary periods, whatever, if there's one thing that it gives you is endurance, is, you know, strength. And especially since it feels like more like internal, as I was saying, like with the waves and whatnot here, it feels like it kind of just like whatever chaos is, just like whatever was like happening, just really put one in like the Temperance kind of energy. It's like a very balanced and secured kind of assured kind of energy and whatnot here. The Hierophant here as well too, so yeah, it's kind of just like utilizing the experience, the Hierophant wisdom, you know what I mean. Seven of Cups fell out. Well, it flipped over, it didn't fall out. The Three of Pentacles. Interesting. The Lovers is here in reverse. The Six of Pentacles is there in reverse. And I also think, like, as well too, seeing through naturally the illusions of seeing through the mask, seeing through things, seeing through intentions. Because with the Lovers in reverse, and I also saw the Two of Cups. See, like, maybe seeing how certain relationships or dynamics also kind of affected or impacted you on like an emotional kind of level. It just really seems like getting to know oneself on an emotional like level. Oh my god, I just saw 555. The World, the Eight of Swords, and the Three of Swords at the bottom of that, and the Four of Swords. A lot of swords though, so even though I said like an emotional kind of state, it also feels like, because there's a lot of swords here, so definitely like the mind or whatever. Rubbing alcohol just popped into my mind, well, my nose. But with the World, and then for that, the Eight of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Four of Swords, it's really just like, it feels like choosing peace. It's like choosing peace. There's also something about choices as well too, with the Seven of Cups and the Lovers and whatnot here. Choices, yeah, choosing peace, like also naturally recognizing the role you play in things and the power that your own choices hold. You can choose to give into the conflicting kind of feelings, energies that, you know, bring up anxiety, worries, that confines you, or just really stirs up your own, like, you know, ocean. Or choose to not. Choose peace. You have the Queen of Wands. I've been seeing her. Choosing peace and choosing yourself. That Ten of Wands is at the back. The Knight of Pentacles is there. And the Six of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Cups. Chariot. An energy of restarting from scratch. Yeah. Rewriting the script. Also recognizing that you have, the power is literally in your hands. You get to choose how you want things, your life to go, or just whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you control the ship. So, endurance. Why is the Six of Pentacles in reverse? Choosing yourself as well too pushes out any energy, anything, anyone of that interferes and blocks you from receiving the things that you deserve, the things that you're wanting in your life. Because when we don't choose ourselves and the things that we deserve, or just stand in like your truth and whatnot here, you're not being honest with yourself, and you cannot expect the universe to be honest with you if you won't be honest with yourself. And that when you're not doing that, you can't receive the things that you really do want. You have to, you know, bless you, BP. You have to face, you know, you have to dive in your ocean, and you know, rediscover yourself.